You got like 3 feet of air that time.
What's up, guys? Danielle here, neutralsupport.net, and if you can believe it, it's day 4 of PEDRO'S week. We've had a blast so far talking about other stuff. Today I'm finally going to talk about something new. Actually, 2 somethings new. Their Pro bit driver and their T-handle drive. So both of these are using 1/4" bits. Now, I personally have always thought, man, 1/4" bits have to be the most efficient way to get a bunch of tools accessible pretty easily, but I've never quite been able to implement that in my real life. I still gravitate towards having each individual tool as opposed to using bits. And I don't exactly know why that is, but I have a feeling it has to do with my irresponsibility of being able to keep track of bits. So both of these tools address that a little bit. One good for your bag, one good for your box. Let's take a look. So check it out. 2 tools, they both use the 1/4" bit system, but 2 semi-different purposes. So let's start with the Pro bit driver first. Pro bit driver has a bearing in the end, this nice knurling on the body, and bits stored inside of it. So the nice thing about having a bearing is that you can turn the tool in the palm of your hand while keeping pressure behind it. So that helps you so that when you're doing something like a crosshead screw, JIS screw, whatever, you don't turn out of it because you're putting pressure, back pressure on the tool. Now, the bits, the additional bits, are stored in the handle. There's room for 2 additional bits. It actually comes with, I think, 2 Phillips head that are JIS compatible. You can see that on this bit. It says JIS compatible. It comes with 2 of those, different sizes, and the flat head, this bit, was an additional bit that I added in. Stored right in here, 2 of them. Now the bearing is here on the end, and there's a little detent ball in this cap, so you just push it back in, and it spins on the bearing. 1/4" bits have a magnet in there, so they're not just going to fly out and disappear forever. Then you can use it on things like derailleurs, putting the pressure to turn it. This XTR uses this bit, which is why I changed it out. Now, that's my favorite thing about bits, is that they can be whatever you want. So all of them are just these 1/4". So if you have a specific situation, you could actually put 2 1/4" bits and the end that are specific to that in the tool. Then you could have a tool that's set up for something else. So this might be your XTR derailleur tool. I don't know if I get that specific, but a derailleur tool versus a brake tool or whatever, you change the bits out and store the bits that you think are applicable on the inside. So that's the great thing about this whole system, is that 1/4" bit, you can put whatever you want in there. Moving to the T-handle drive. So it's a sliding post held there by these end caps. It has 1/4" bit with a magnet. So again, anything you put in here can be whatever you want. Then in the handle, you actually can store up to 4 bits in this handle.
It's actually bigger inside than it is on the outside. I know.
Which is what makes it a really good like pack tool for multi-tool when you're on the road or in your bag on your mountain bike. That way you can pack multiple tools all in one, and it has a relatively small form factor. Now, similar, if you keep your finger on it, you get leverage with your palm and you keep the head up. I actually struggle with this tool just a little bit because of the free-floating nature of this piece. I would almost rather there be 2 indents over here, similar to this system, so that I could keep the tool at the end without having my finger on it. Because if you're trying to use it but you don't have your finger up there, it'll slide back down. Now this is like a personal failing. I do think that once you get used to using the tool, you can just use it the way it is. The other option would be something like piloting a hole through the back and having like a knurled knob on the back of this too, so that you could actually just keep it on the end and then get leverage. Literally my only problem with it. Everything else I love. And I understand the application, like if you're on a disc brake and you turn it and you get all the way here, so you can slide this down and go again, slide down, go again. So I appreciate the ability to slide. I think that the only thing that I wish it did was slide easily but also stay, similar to like the T handles that they make. You can slide them off to one side and there's a detent that actually keeps it there. Slide it to the other side, there's a detent. Other than that, love it. It's brilliant. It's small. It fits in a small place. If you don't want it to be like this, you can always take this piece off. Now, if you're like me, it's in 2 pieces now, so I might lose it, but it'll fit in a different space because it's not that size. So lots of cool flexibility with this guy. I like it. I think that this is a really great on-the-go tool. It accomplishes a lot of things that you might need to do. So there's your 2 drivers. So thank you, Pedro's, for making such cool drivers, professional level. They feel good in your hand, they work well, and hopefully they'll be the ticket to converting me to that 1/4" bit person that I've always wanted to be. If nothing else, this one makes a really good fidget spinner, so it's a multi-tool. Thank you. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It'll tell you every time I put one out. This has been a fun week so far, day 4 of the Pedro's week. We've got one more video coming to you tomorrow, and it ought to be a blast too. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment if you have anything to say about these tools. Head over to neutralsupport.net. There's cool swag, hats, aprons, t-shirts, things like that. You don't have to buy anything from me to support this channel, but it is really nice when you guys do, and I really appreciate it. I think it's cool that I occasionally see some neutral support stuff out in the wild while I'm wandering around. That's been awesome and kind of surreal. It's really cool, and I always put that money back towards buying tools because I get given tools a lot, but then I also get tools that I just want to try that nobody gave me. So I end up buying them just so I can do the videos so that people will know kind of what those tools are, what they're like. And I'm just kind of bankrolling that. So any shirt you buy really does just go right back in. So it's awesome. I really appreciate it. But you don't have to. These videos are free. As always, I hope you guys have a good day.